bag. I wanna be a but so I start. I like so I went on and start flipping packs. I heard the drought 3 is.
Here we go, check! Ready, break! Check! Ready up! Hut! Shut up! Come on, come on! Shit. Left. Hey, get up. Let's go now. Ready? Stop. Ready? Here we go, here we go. On the set. Ready, ready? Ready? Go! Ready? Here we go, shot! Check! Check, go! Okay, break. Set it. Come on, come on. Hot, hot. Let's go. Go. Hey.
Fix my change real quick. What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good in my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. That's the way it get hectic. Don't make me slide up on you, no electric. You hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and all you do is text it. Listen, I don't know why they mentioning beef. I don't think no one better than me. You can say what you want, but my steppers don't speak. If I tell them to go, then they stepping on 3 like border chain. That's competitive. Me making rain in your hood like I weather the streets. So my label we good. I'ma get to the breach. You only as tough as your weapon could be. I done Connie and Dylan. I got off the block. Cause the hate and put that on the watch. Had the ice on my neck cause little shorty on hot. There's some rappers that want me to flap. I don't care about no diss cause none of them pop. And I'm shooting my stars off a pop. They be all on my DM like when you gon' drop. Look, it get boring just me at the top. It get boring just me at the top. I be shaking their hearts every time that I drop. Like when I walk in the spot, it says you won't be in this if you don't make it hot like her. New deal. AP I done signed up with Def Jam. Jay-Z.
It's week 3 of the National Football League, and we'll see Nick Bolton, who really led his defense last week with a 10-tackle game. It's the Chiefs and the Bears, next on Madden NFL 24.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They go play action here on first down. It got his man complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The Bears at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Muscles him off. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 more there and another 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. There he goes, right side. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. 56 yards. Just his first 3 carries. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So it's 3rd and goal now. This is where the KC crowd can make it very tough. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Eluding the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
We'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
18, let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll try and throw for it here. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Bears to take over on offense.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw out to his left. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Amazing how Jefferson makes first downs like that look routine, isn't it? He's off to the greatest start by a receiver in NFL history. Set records for most catches and yards in a player's first 3 seasons and led the league in both last year.
They'll look to throw now on first down. A short throw to Ingram. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
And So many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They're going to try and throw. They'll roll him out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Bears. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. But not so fast.
No, not at all.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ballgame. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. 20 down the left sideline. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. We've seen this already from him in this game. 2nd time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our...
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Bears, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gonna do. If you gonna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe.
It's week 4 of the NFL, and this one features Josey Jewell, who really led his defense last week with a 10-tackle game. It's the Broncos and the Bears, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. But you look at this Bronco defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38.
Defensive talk 101. Don't let the quarterback out of the pocket, because when that happens, yeah, you may shrink the field with your defense, but it's so easy to lose someone on the backside. And he finds him and picks up a big gain.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1. Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Steps away. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. We're scoreless after one. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Boy, what a job there. Fourth down that far away from the end zone just to get it in, get that done.
And unlike
at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
the partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
He'll drop to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position, almost had it, but it's second down. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's got this down to the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Looking to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. That is caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
Back to throw again. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moment. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Ready?
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Panthers who are out in front. The Panthers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Next, we head north to Philly to check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they have the lead over the visiting Washington Commanders. Marcus Mariota has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. Allen Lazard, a touchdown catch in the victory. These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason. from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in colleges delivered to the NFL.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now they're in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this to Jefferson. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. They'll set up to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Broncos will use. Timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Flushed out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Pushes past him, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. They're all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Well, big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, escaping the pressure right. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. Touchdown Bears! Justin Jefferson, 34 yards. And the Bears have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brad, I think we're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Chicago, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Can I talk my...
Come on.
That other side...
The Oakley way.
Hey.
C5.
Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep. And I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss. Remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. But don't get it twisted, still clocking big digits. On Rodeo, big spending. All the cribs luxury. I can't recall the last time I did dishes. Big business. All my deals 6 figures and up. When you get it out the mud, it hit different. Used to sell when the cops came, we hit fences. Now I'm blowing smoke out the country with 2 thick. I'ma take them both back to the penthouse and get. That's how it's supposed to be. Life is beautiful, I'm doing won't believe. Flew out to Colombia and brought me home some. Used to be the underdog, now they book me overseas. And I don't wanna be nobody else, nigga. Do me like I do me.